Hello everyone, welcome to another day of the speaking challenge. For today's practice, actually, I had to answer some questions related to a few inspiring and influential teachers that I had when I was studying at school. But instead, I'm going to read a short sample from a book called A Mathematician's Lament, written by Paul Lockhart, that I happened to found. I'm sorry, I happened to find yesterday all of a sudden for my happiness on the internet while I was surfing the internet trying to find useful and helpful information about math. And I think it would be interesting for you as well as it's been interesting for me because I found some interesting things from the idea of how I can be a teacher to myself in the learning process. So maybe you would find it interesting as well, whatever you do, teaching or work or some creative process. So I'm going to start reading. The trouble is that math, like painting or poetry, is hard creative work. That makes it very difficult to teach. Mathematics is a slow contemplative process. It takes time to produce a work of art, and it takes a skilled teacher to recognize one. Of course, it's easier to post a set of rules than to guide aspiring young artists, and it's easier to write a VCR manual than to write an actual book with a point of view. Mathematics is an art, and art should be taught by working artists, or if not, at least by people who appreciate the art form and can recognize it when they see it. It is not necessary that you learn music from a professional composer, but would you want yourself or your child to be taught by someone who doesn't even play an instrument and has never listened to a piece of music in their lives? Would you accept as an art teacher someone who has never picked up a pencil or stepped foot in a museum? Why is it that we accept math teachers who have never produced an original piece of mathematics, know nothing of the history and philosophy of the subject, nothing about recent developments, nothing in fact beyond what they are expected to present to their unfortunate students? What kind of a teacher is that? How can someone teach something that they themselves don't do? I can't dance, and consequently, I would never presume to think that I could teach a dance class. I could try, but it wouldn't be pretty. The difference is I know I can't dance. I don't have anyone telling me I'm good at dancing just because I know a bunch of dance words. Now, I'm not saying that math teachers need to be professional mathematicians. Far from it. But shouldn't they at least understand what mathematics is, be good at it, and enjoy doing it? If teaching is reduced to mere data transmission, if there is no sharing of excitement and wonder, if teachers themselves are passive recipients of information and not creators of new ideas, what hope is there for their students? If adding fractions is to the teacher an arbitrary set of rules and not the outcome of a creative process and the result of authentic choices and desires, then, of course, it will feel that way to the poor students. Teaching is not about information. It's about having an honest intellectual relationship with your students. It requires no method, no tools, and no training, just the ability to be real. And if you can't be real, then you have no right to inflict yourself upon innocent children. In particular, you can't teach teaching. Schools of education are a complete crock. Oh, you can't take classes in early childhood development and whatnot, and you can be trained to use a blackboard effectively and to prepare an organized lesson plan, which, by the way, ensures that your lesson will be planned and therefore fails. But you will never be a real teacher if you are unwilling to be a real person. Teaching means openness and honesty, an ability to share excitement and a love of learning. Without this, all the education degrees in the world won't help you, and with them, they are completely unnecessary. It's perfectly simple. Students are not aliens. They respond to beauty and pattern and are naturally curious like anyone else. Just talk to them and, more importantly, listen to them. This is it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope it was interesting information. So this is it for today. Have a nice day, everyone. I would appreciate to get your feedback about this subject or my pronunciation and correct grammar. So thank you very much and bye bye.